Welcome back to Crypto Strategies with Chris. My name is Chris. So we are diving into the future of Kaspa. As we speak, Kaspa actually has some RWAs that I think you should know about. Let's get to it. So this whole video was because of a comment. You can see right here, T-Type23, he said RWAs on Kaspa soon. And so he commented this photo of the RWAs, so it got me interested. I was like, whoa, I didn't really know all that what was building, so I checked them out and I like what I saw. So thank you T-Type23 for this video. So for right now, the RWAs that are working are under the KII, Kaspa Industrial Initiative. The Kaspa Industrial Initiative Foundation pushing the boundaries for the ultimate digital commodity and DLT in global industrial and enterprise applications. So I'm going to show you what they're all about. So they want to empower global industries across finance, supply chain, energy, and the public sector with the world's fastest fully scalable layer 1 block DAC, which is Kaspa. Our mission is to unlock new levels of transparency, speed, and security for industrial and enterprise applications. As we scroll down, you can see Warp Core. I am going to talk about that in a bit, so we will skip it. You can see our mission: foster collaboration, drive innovation, set strategic direction, global adoption. Key objectives: they want to promote DLT adoption, establish documentation and standards, launch pilot projects, form global regulatory advisory board. So they want to do a lot and make sure things are done correctly. And the benefits to the Kaspa community: enhanced ecosystem, economic growth, and global recognition. Then we have some hints or details about the finance sector initiatives. You can see they are working on cross-border payments, RWA tokenization, which is pretty much like what Ondo and I believe Mantra are doing. You can see decentralized finance and stable coins on Kaspa, which is what we desperately need for the Kaspa ecosystem to grow. We need stable coins. Then we have right here supply chain transformation. And then you can read more about them on how they are working, but they are working on it, so that's pretty cool. And they also want to revolutionize the energy sector. And then you can find out more details on how they're planning to do that. Then we have this section here, supporting innovation and startups. First step, incubator program. Step 2, hackathons and challenges. Step 3, grant initiatives. Step 4, startup accelerator. So again, they're trying to help projects, RWAs, to get started in the Kaspa ecosystem. And ultimately, they do want global awareness and education for people to know and learn about the Kaspa ecosystem. Educational campaigns, industrial partnerships, global events, and conferences, which you can tell and have seen that Kaspa, they're just kind of all over the world. They're just having little events everywhere, so that's pretty great. They are being involved. Yes, they're still silent. Yes, Kaspa's still under the radar, but because they are going everywhere, I believe big money is going into Kaspa pretty soon. Now, Kai, they do have a program where they do help projects or teams when they want to build on Kaspa. They do have a academy so that they can teach you how to do so. And it's called the Kai Academy. The Kai Academy is dedicated to fostering groundbreaking projects that leverage Kaspa's block DAC technology to create meaningful transformative impact across various industries. Kai Academy aims to identify and nurture exceptional talent and promising projects capable of reshaping industries and propelling Kaspa's technology to the forefront of the decentralized world, ultimately advancing the Kaspa ecosystem. And then they have these programs: developer, programmee, educate and upskill developers at various levels to effectively use Kaspa's block DAC. Startup accelerator, support innovative startups with Kaspa as their core technology, offering the resources, mentorship, and funding. Universities initiatives, partner and research organizations to promote research, education, and new applications for Kaspa. And then Kaspa in enterprise programming, provide enterprises with the tools and knowledge needed to integrate Kaspa's technology. So again, these guys, they are working so that other teams and projects around the world can use and get involved in the Kaspa ecosystem. And then here's a post from Kai. From Kai's Kaspa in Enterprise event. We introduced the following primary projects: Warp Core, Gigawatt Stablecoin, and ZX. And then you can check out this video if you want to learn more about these projects. And you can see Warp Core is an ISO compliance layer linking Kaspa to the financial world of global settlements. So we're gonna go ahead and dive into Warp Core. So I like this little moon, it's pretty cool. Warp Core, the middleware for a truly global institutional grade financial system. Warp Core creates a direct pathway from established financial institutions to modern digital money networks, such as those running on blockchains, enabling banks and large financial companies to seamlessly plug in their existing systems and rules, send, receive, and manage digital assets without confusion or extra hassle, and adhere to global standards everyone can trust. Warp Core fundamentally rethinks how institutions engage in the digital economy. It empowers financial institutions to operate confidentially in a new era of global finance, making not just a step, but a leap into the future of digital assets without sacrificing trust, transparency, or performance. Warp Core is built on global standards for seamless integration. Warp Core is engineered to align with key international standards like the ISO 20022 and the ISO 24165. So Warp Core is going to make it to where we are in compliance with the world, which is what you need for mass adoption. So many of today's so-called next generation settlement networks are either bogged down by centralization or limited by throughput constraints. Warp Core offers faster settlements and lower transaction costs. In this way, it aims to outperform traditional settlements layers and surpass performance benchmarks set by earlier digital asset solutions that continue to dominate legacy mining institutions. And this is basically being compared to like XRP. If Kaspa Warp Core can knock this thing out and be awesome, XRP has a competitor, and Kaspa is already way faster than XRP and cheaper, so this can definitely get XRP a run for its money. Compliance and privacy. Warp Core's optional compliance layer seamlessly handles these requirements without compromising Kaspa's decentralization or user privacy. So they do have options of selective disclosure and privacy first, then real-world impact for institutions, accelerate cross-border settlements, enhance compliance and reporting, preserve decentralization and transparency. Alright, so that was a quick rundown of the Warp Core. The next one is Cast Union. Now Cast Union doesn't have a website yet, or really its own X account. I wish Warp Core had its own X account as well. Hopefully they can kind of get to that eventually. But right now we have this X post. You can see from Kai, Cast Union revolutionized credit unions worldwide by integrating them into Kaspa. Credit unions, the heartbeats of community finance, are still analog in a digital world. Cast Union, which aims to bring a global credit union movement into the digital age. Credit unions already embody decentralizations as they are cooperatives owned and controlled by their members, who act as both shareholders and customers. 360 million members across 118 countries. The Cast Union, they're trying, they already say that credit unions pretty much are decentralized. So they're trying to bring it onto the Kaspa ecosystem and hey, let's just make this work. So that's pretty cool. They see that credit unions are pretty much the embodiment of decentralization. So they're gonna try to make an actual real world bank financial just jump into the Kaspa ecosystem and just merge them together. And it seems like it could be done pretty easily since credit unions already have aspects of decentralization. So that's pretty cool. They are, that's a smart move in my opinion. Then if we were to go to Kai initiatives, you can see right here, Warp Core, Cast Union, providing digital first banking services, microloans, cross-border transactions, and tokenized assets. Cast Union aims to empower credit unions worldwide. Now, if you wanted to read a real life example, this is where you can read it. Go ahead and take a screenshot. I'm not going to bore you and read it to you just now. But you can also check right here. You have KMyth, Gigawatt Coin, ZX, Olive Chain, Airspace, Kai Academy. Now, I am going to make a part 2 to this video where I'm going to go over the Gigawatt Coin, the ZX exchange. I'm going to go over these things on my next video. Now here is a little bonus for a RWA in the Kaspa ecosystem, and it has been up and running since KRC20 came out. So this right here is Goldfi, redefining value through real-world investments, bridging innovative tokenization and real-world investments to empower communities and drive lasting impacts. And if you wanted to see more information on how they are doing, you can check out the dashboard. But for now, we're just going to scroll down. Now here's some backstory about Goldfi. Have you ever wondered why the USD's link to gold made it such a powerful currency? We are applying the same principle with Goldfi, directly linking it to Kaspa coin by investing in mining rigs. They have bought some mining rigs, so they do turn it on whenever Kaspa is pumping. Right now, they are turned off just because they would actually be losing a lot of money since Kaspa's prices just been dropping over since all of this tariff stuff. So it's understandable. They are being smart, and they are using the money wisely. So they do have about, I believe, 33 mining rigs, and they do accumulate. Whenever they were turned on, they were accumulating a lot of Kaspa, which they are going to use for the community basically. And you can see right here, Goldfi is a utility token designed to leverage the popularity of the gold character and enhance the ecosystem by providing seamless and innovative tokenization services. So the only way you can get the Goldfi token as of right now is through the airdrops, and that's just by holding the gold token. So as we scroll down more, you can read more about the outlook, the technology, the drop flow. This kind of shows and goes over how the airdrops go. 75% of Goldfi's supply is going to be distributed to gold holders, with 10% of the airdrop allocation being distributed monthly. And you can see the last month for these airdrops, if you're holding the gold token, it's going to be of July this year. So if you want to get a free token that's a RWA in the Kaspa ecosystem, definitely check out Gold Token. And so here's the dashboard that provides comprehensive and live information about our investments, holdings, and airdrop. So if you wanted to look at more data, you can click on the dashboard and see how they are doing. Well, that's it for this video today. Just wanted to share with you some RWAs that are happening on the Kaspa ecosystem. Since most of us believe in Kaspa, we need to make sure that their ecosystem is doing great. I pray that you and your family are doing well, and that together we can strategize ourselves into financial freedom. Press that like button, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now, friends.